All right. Is anybody out there tonight? You can see I'm outside just wanting to do a little chat about what happened today. We all saw it, uh, what happened in the Oval Office. Excuse me, guys. I'll just hang out here until somebody shows up. Got my apple juice. Hey, ready to rock. Who is that? Hey, oh, that's my baby right there. Lady Prepper's with us. Yeah. All right. I'm still watching what's happening, watching the commentary. So there's Bill, my man, Bill Kilmer, and Hill Bill. What's up, guys? The Bill brothers are in the house, Northwest Montana. All right. Rose is here. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. I just wanted to drop in and chat a little bit about what happened today in the Oval Office. We all saw it. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Go back and watch the video. It was hilarious. Zelensky learned right quick he ain't playing with Joe Biden anymore. Uh, it kind of got messy, and I thought it was funny. Wanted to come on here and talk about it and see what you guys thought about it. All right, there's Grits and Grace. Let me give you a wrench right now. Moderator, right there. There we go. The next comment you make will be in blue. How's that? So there you go. You got your wrench. Yeah. Yes, Z did get on today. Absolutely. He learned the hard way there's a new sheriff in town. We're not just going to keep forking over, billions of dollars for him to feed. Hey, Pauline's with us to feed back to Biden, the Biden administration. Them days are over. So he's going to either have to stand on his own or step up and make a deal where we can get a little bit back. And that's what this was supposed to be about today. He Who's that? Katie's with us. Yeah. He came in and thought he was just going to dictate. I need these security agreements before I agree to any kind of mineral deal. No, don't work that way, dude. The U.S. is the only thing that's kept your head above water as long as you have had it above water. It's that simple. Virginia Bushcrafter, dude, send me an email, brother, with your phone number. I want to get you on a live stream. I really do want to get you on here one Thursday night. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. But yeah, Vance, you're right, Bill. Vance stood strong. Zelensky made a major mistake when he pointed at Vance and said, "You don't know anything about diplomacy." That's when Trump got hot. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that's when Trump got a little, pissed off, to be honest. He wasn't going to let that guy sit there and attack his vice president. And that's what a good leader does. You don't let anybody attack your people. It's that simple. And when Zelensky did that, the conversation was over, pretty much. And I knew it when it happened. I saw, when Zelensky pointed at him, saw him point at him. You don't know anything about democracy, diplomacy. Yeah, okay, there you go. But we see how that worked out. Uh, I just want to know what you guys thought about it. Pop some comments in there. I can't post them because I'm doing a live on YouTube. I'm not doing it on my usual software. But hey, Zelensky is nothing but another corrupt commie. You're probably right. We owe them nothing. That's a damn fact. Uh, let's focus on protecting Poland if needed. Absolutely, got to protect Poland. Everybody's saying if Russia uh, takes over Zelensky and his country, that his next move is going to be into Poland. I don't think so. I don't think Zelensky's that stupid. Just because he takes Ukraine don't mean he can take Poland. Totally different ball game right there. That's not going to happen. So, like I said, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. Hey, Craig, what's up, man? I appreciate you dropping in here. Yeah, 380 billion. That's right. And we know how much went back to the Biden family. A nice clean 10%. if not more. But those days are over. And that's what Zelensky can't understand. He thinks he can come over here and dictate this deal, or keep things going the way they were. No, that ain't happening anymore. It's not going to happen. He should have come, he should have come with a hat in hand and a contract to say, okay, here's 50% of those minerals that we have. That's what Trump wanted. And that's what he should have come over here willing to give up. Because if we have interest over there, then we have to protect that interest. That's exactly what we do in the Middle East with all the oil fields. It wouldn't be any different. But he didn't see it that way. Zelensky wanted to come over here and dictate what was going to happen. And that was a major mistake. And it's good to see we have a man back in the White House and the number 2 position. Vance put it on him too. Like I said, that's what started the whole mess. Is when Zelensky attacked Vance. That's when Trump said, okay, you could tell his tone changed. He wasn't going to let that happen anymore. No. So, I was proud of him. We can't keep going with this endless war. It has to stop. Of course, the kickbacks are over. Zelensky knows that. He knows it now. If he didn't know it before, he knows it now. So that's a good thing. But I wanted to jump here and talk about it. Yeah, Vance was great. You're right, Craig. He came in polite and gave his input, and it was all the absolute truth, what should have been said. He did his job well. Just straight up told him, you're not going to come over here and disrespect a country that has kept you afloat for 3 years. No, that ain't going to happen. Not anymore. Those days are over. But, like I said, I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. He needs to be 48. I'm hoping he will be. I don't see anybody in the Republican Party that could probably even challenge him. I know there's some out there that think they can, but I don't think they're going to be able to. So we'll see how that shakes out. But today he proved he's presidential material. Absolutely. That's right. Zelensky became famous as an actor who played the role of the president of Ukraine in a TV show. That's right. But can we really knock that? Ain't that what Ronald Reagan did? He was an actor. But he was a governor before that. So, and he was a governor, one of the biggest states in the country. So he absolutely knew what he was doing going in. Zelensky thought it was, just going to be all gravy when he got there. But then Russia, decided no. I know what Putin wants to do. He wants to reestablish the old Soviet Union. That's what he's got in mind. But Tucker's scratching at the door over here. But I don't think he's going to be able to do it because there's too many independent countries came out of that that's stronger than Ukraine. But he does keep eating away a little bit at a time on Ukraine. And thanks, babe. But, that's what he's wanting to do. Like I said, is reestablish the old Soviet Union. It's just not going to happen, especially with this administration and the one that's probably coming up next. I think the majority of Americans are liking what, where all of this corruption and waste that's being exposed by this administration. I think that's what Donald Trump wanted to do the first time around, but he was a little bit naive going in, and he surrounded himself with swamp dwellers. But this time it ain't happening. Now Trump needs to be that tough of Putin. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he does. He needs to be that tough of both of them, and I think he will do it. Tamara made it. Hey, good to see you, girl. Appreciate you dropping in. But we're going to see how this is going to shake out. It's going to be very interesting. I think the only way that this gets right is if Zelensky, comes to the White House, hat in hand, and, just pretty much apologizes and, said he made a mistake. But I don't know if he can do that. I don't know if his ego will let him do that. I watched his interview with Brett Baer at 6 o'clock, and that, you know, it didn't look like he was willing to give up an inch or two. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully, it will happen. And this endless war has got to stop. You know, that's what Trump wants to stop. He just wants to stop the war. Of course, Democrats loved what he did today. They thought that, they're all talking about how Trump has surrendered to Putin, and he's an enemy, of freedom and democracy, and he's joined hand in hand with the communist leader and a dictator, and just going on. Democrats are going on and on, and I knew they would. That little meme that I made, right, the picture that I used for this post. That's what they're doing. They're all saying Trump was a bully. He's turned his back on Ukraine. It's not. I don't think that's what it is. I think he's just willing. He wants this war to stop. It's that simple. He just wants it to stop. I don't see a problem with that. We don't need another Vietnam, and that's exactly what we have. Another Afghanistan, for goodness sakes. How long were we over there in that mess? And then we walked off and left them with $88 billion worth of equipment. You can't tell me that wasn't a deal that was negotiated. They armed the Taliban on purpose. Can't make me believe different. You don't just walk off and leave all of that for your enemy. You don't do it. If you got any kind of kahunas at all as a leader, no, that don't happen. But I just wanted to drop in here and vent for a few minutes, guys. I appreciate you joining me. Pauline, glad you made it. Yep. All right. But let's keep our eyes on what's happening. Zelensky's got to suck it up. When he was sitting there and Trump was talking to him, what he should have, you saw his ambassador. You see the picture of his ambassador sitting there watching that. She lowered her head and put her head in her hand and just shook her head like, oh no, this is a train wreck. And she was absolutely right. It was a train wreck. But I didn't want to stay here long because Prepping with Sarge is coming up at 7:45. He's got a pretty good show every week. So when you go, if you can, drop in there and check on him. If you would, hit that thumbs up for me, guys. I'd appreciate it. And share this around, just talking. I'm going to do a little more of this in the future. Just pop in and talk, because I think that's what we all need. Yeah, Trump train's rolling. That's right. That's right, Hank. It dang sure is. Yep. But I'm going to get out of here. Might start me a little fire over there in the fire pit. Hopefully I'll see all of you guys that are local on March the 16th here in Orlando at the Blue Jacket Park. Craig, I'm hoping you'll show up. You know what I want you to bring. I've said it a couple of times. Yeah, I love how Zelensky dressed those. Yeah, that was part of the problem. I have no doubt when he stepped out of that car going in the White House, looking the way he did, that pissed President Trump off, because the way he was dressed was disrespectful. And I'm sure that's where it started. I have no doubt. You don't meet the President of the United States at the White House dressed, in a trooper sweater and BDU pants. You don't do that. No, that don't work. He's trying to, make it look like he's a soldier. He ain't a damn soldier. He ain't been on the front line for 1 minute. So, to come over there looking like that, I don't know what his deal was. But let's watch how this shakes out, guys. Hopefully Zelensky will suck it up, do what he has to do to get back in the room, sign the papers, and get it over with. Like I said, once the United States gets 50% interest in that country's minerals, we have to protect them. And if we do, it's not going to be pretty up front, sending Americans over there to protect that. It's not going to look good. But once we get there and we're established, that war is over, guys. I don't think it'll ever come to that. I think Donald Trump will put a stop to it before that. So let's watch it. Let's see what happens. But the way things are happening right now, between right here in the United States, between the Democrat Party, the Republican Party, and the way things are shaking out, you need to keep getting ready, guys. You need to keep getting ready. So, yeah, meet us up on March the 16th, Blue Jacket Park, Orlando, Florida, at 2 p.m. I'll be there. Hopefully you'll be there. I'd love to see every one of you. So, 15 minutes from now, go there and check out Prepping with Sarge. He's always got something good to go. So, hopefully you'll join then. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I love you all. Stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the USA. The Orlando Prepper is out.